Hi, I am Tomasa Macapinlac, and I'm here in sunny San Francisco Bay Area, the East Bay. San Ramon is where my home is. And I've got the owner and creator of Danu skincare line here today. And I want to introduce her because, as you all know, that I am morphing into this business mojo mentor. And so she is one of my mentees, and I've had the pleasure of mentoring her as she launches her skincare line. And so what we're here today is we're going to share her story of how she got started, because it's a very, very powerful story. And I want you all to hear this and learn from it and be inspired by it. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce Erin Massengale, the owner and creator of Danu Skincare Line. Thank you, Erin, for coming here today.
Tomasa, thank you so much for having me and introducing me. And introducing me to the camera. I'm a little uncomfortable, I'm going to be honest, so I just want everybody to kind of bear with my funny faces and all of those little idiosyncrasies that I have.
That's cool, it's fine. Being raw is good here. So go for it, girl.
So I'm debuting my skincare line.
I know, that's exciting. So tell us more about that.
It's all natural, it's organic. I use the highest quality ingredients and herbs, and the intention really is to bring something natural to women because I find that it's not out there. I think that there's a lot of products that say natural and organic, and they're not.
Yeah, so tell us how do you manage your own skin with that organic skincare line that you have?
Well, I use it. That's how I manage my skin with it, but it hasn't always been easy, and I'm going to say that my skin is a constant work in progress. It's not only about what we put on our skin, but it's what we put in our body. So I constantly have to manage what I'm eating, and not in a sense of weight, but what am I nourishing my body with, and then what am I nourishing my skin with? Am I drinking enough water? Am I getting enough sleep?
Yeah, so you and I can relate to that.
Yeah. And where am I at mentally too? Because that also affects how we look.
Yes, it does. It definitely does. Your expression on your face shows up. It tells everybody, tells the world who you are and where you're at.
Right.
Yeah. So say more about where were you when you were using other skincare lines that possibly weren't working for you? Tell me more about that.
Well, I was having problem skin after I had my son. I was having some hormonal imbalances, I would say. And I was having some diet issues because I had some food allergies. But the long and short of it is my skin was angry. It was irritable, it was dry, it was tight, it was red and blotchy, and it was kind of all over the board. And I used a lot of different skincare products that were so-called natural and organic because I really was trying to feed my skin something good. I wanted to, honor myself with what I was putting on my skin. I wanted to make sure that what I had on my skin wasn't also providing toxins for my body. Yeah. And I found that almost every skincare line that said natural or organic, if you flip on the back, they've got something in there that doesn't belong on my skin. Whether it be alcohol or xanthan gum or some sort of synthetic or chemical to preserve the product.
Okay. So tell us about how you began to develop your own skincare line, because apparently you were dissatisfied with what you saw.
I was dissatisfied, and I not only was my skin angry, but I was becoming angry.
Yes.
Because I couldn't walk out of my house and feel good about looking people in the face. So I had this moment where I was spending about $80 a month on a product that was so-called natural and organic from a very reputable brand at a very reputable department store. And it just wasn't working anymore. And I'm not sure it actually ever worked.
Okay, yeah.
And I had this moment, I think we've all had it as women, where we think, forget this, I'm just going to do it my damn self.
Yes, yes.
And that's what I did. And I turned my kitchen into a lab, and I did research, and I got books, and I tried different recipes, and I literally became like this mad scientist in my kitchen, creating something that I could put on my skin that would make it happy. When I put something on my skin that made it feel like, oh, it had a drink of water.
Yes, yes. Nice.
And that's how it started.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Okay. So tell us about how you started selling it. Tell me more about that, because you have an interesting story about that.
It's a really good question. So I started creating this mostly for myself. And then I had given some of the things that I had made to my mom, who is a Mary Kay rep. She has been for years. She's a very good Mary Kay rep by that sense. And she had given some of the product to her upline.
Okay.
And I don't know what you would call it, the person above you. And
I think it's upline.
Upline, okay. So she'd given it to the woman that was above her. And she tried it out. And she said, you need to tell Erin to sell this.
Oh.
And
Mary Kay, huh?
Mary Kay.
Wow, listen to this.
And you know, you kind of take that. I didn't know how to receive it at that moment. But I did know that I received it. And I had gotten positive feedback from friends as well about a few of the products that I had had.
And wasn't there somebody at Whole Foods too who kind of encouraged you?
Well, that was, so in December, my son's school, it's a Waldorf school in Danville, Singing Stones, had a art kind of Christmas or holiday fair. And I decided to rent a booth at it. And trying to just give it a go. At the time, I was going under a different company name called Eshell Herbals.
Oh, okay.
And I was selling not only skincare, but I was also selling our herbal products that I had made for my son.
Okay.
And I went in there with no intention of actually doing well. I really didn't. I just went there to just kind of get myself out there and see what would happen. And I ended up selling out of the eye cream and the face moisturizer.
Are you serious?
I'm serious.
Wow.
And not to people I know either.
Okay. Okay.
This was people I didn't know. People who didn't know who I was. And they liked what I had. And then I started getting little small orders here and there, repeat customers, for those two items specifically. And then I went actually to Whole Foods for my son's school, and I spoke with the marketing person there, and I had just given her some as a gift.
Oh, give her some samples.
I gave her some samples as a gift because I liked her, and I, as a person who does sales or anything like that, you always come with something.
Yes, yes.
And so I really was just coming with a gift because I was speaking to her about something I needed help with, and that's what I was doing. And she looked at me after trying them and said, when you're ready, give me a call.
Oh, beautiful.
Because I can help you bring this in my store. And I thought, and then she told me that I was an amazing and impressive woman.
Ooh,
And
you are.
I really am. And that's kind of where I started. And so there was the Women of Wellness Conference in July. And I had quite a bit going on at the time. You know, my life has been a little bit crazy the last couple of months.
Right.
But with some encouragement from you, my mentor,
I'm glad I could do
and my friends, I decided to debut my product in its current state. You know, I don't think that I think where I'm at, is a growing point. But it's better to start it than to wait to be perfect. Because if I wait until everything's ready to go, I'm never going to get anywhere.
True. Yeah.
Yeah. So I debuted it, and I'm really excited about it because I really feel like I am offering something that women need.
Yes, yes, absolutely. So Erin has an organic skincare, natural skincare line, and it's called Danu Skincare, and we'll actually put the URL up. And it's a place where you can go and take a look at some of the products, and we'll talk a little bit about how you created some of them in a little bit here, why you chose what you chose for those ingredients.
Yes,
so
I'm excited about that.
Yes, yes. So thank you, and stay tuned for the product talk we'll have in just a moment here. Thank you.
Thank you.